I'm sitting here in a sanctuary where a couple of rows of students sit here in the front every Sunday to worship with the rest of the congregation. It's a place where I worshiped when I was a student many years ago before I was a campus pastor, and it's still a place where students show up on a Sunday morning, even after a late night at a Saturday football game. I think when most people think of campus ministry, this is what they envision. Young adults showing up to sit in the pews with the rest of the congregation, they worship together, and then they go out into the world to live their lives. But what campus ministry has been for so many decades is more than that. It's a place in a community that allows for students to show up, not just in church on a Sunday morning, but for meals during the week, or for coffee on campus, or for small groups that meet all over the place. It's a place that provides community when students need it the most. College is such a vulnerable and transitional time for these young adults, and campus ministry gives them a space where they can show up, maybe lay down some of those burdens, and be fed in their spirit and in their bodies.
History, for those of us in the Lutheran tradition, begins at university campus. Martin Luther was a campus pastor. The history of the Lutheran tradition began when Martin Luther went to a university in order to teach theology and learn theology. He went there so that he could share what it was that God had entrusted to him through study, through discussion, how we could share that with others. And that's what we continue to do in this tradition. Lutheran Campus Ministry in the South Carolina Synod has done that faithfully. It is impossible to look across the Synod and not see the impact of those who were first impacted by campus ministry. It's very important that campus ministry accompany those young adults as they are discerning how they will make use of the intellect that God has given them, the wisdom that they garner while they're at the university campus, in service to those around them and to service to God's creation. The forethought of the South Carolina Synod is the reason why campus ministry continues to be so strong and continues to thrive across the South Carolina Synod and on so many of our South Carolina university and college campuses.
Campus ministry doesn't only capture this time where younger adults are on campus for maybe 4, 5, 6 years, but it provides a foundation for them to continue to live into the lives that God has called them into for the rest of their lives. So when they graduate, campus ministry might not follow along with them, but it is providing that foundation they need to show up in communities, hopefully in synods just like this one, and continue in their lives of faith.